Hey y'all, welcome back to Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Okay, today we are going to fill the pages of this beautiful journal. I have made some ephemera, and we're just gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just chit chat. I mean, I'll chit chat while, shut up, Stephanie. Okay, anyway, ha ha ha. This, if you don't know, this is what I keep all of my stuff in for whatever journal I am working on. So this is my denim journal. I have all the extra papers. I have die cuts and appliques, journal cards, large deco, pockets, tags, and then vintage items. And as I create things and what have you, I put it in there so it's all together. Except I have done some creating on my live and in another video. And those things are just sitting here beside me. So I'm going to pull those out. The things that I have created on the side. And okay, that's it. And then this right here houses all of the like bigger pieces, fabric, these little things. So I have that over here on the side. Okay, I have been trying really hard to have some kind of liquid next to me and take drinks often so I don't cough as much. All right, I think I have figured out how I'm going to decorate the cover, but I will do that absolutely the very last thing. So excited about that. And then my dangle will go on here at the very end also, because I don't want to keep having it blah 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 making all the noise and all of that. All right, so here is the journal. So let's go ahead and we are going to set this to the side, and I am going to pull out and kind of separate what I have. Now these are, oh goodness, what are they called? Ruffles. Okay, these are ruffles that I made out of paper, and let me tell you how much of a challenge this was for me. I'm going to do a video on this to help other people. I had to do it backwards, like doing it, folding it front ways, and then all willy-nilly, my brain, it just would not. So I ended up having to flip it upside down and do it backwards. Anyway, I'm going to do a video on making ruffles. But anyway, but I made these, and I thought those would look good in the journal. And then I goofed around and made this pocket. I don't know how I made this pocket, but I did. So I was doing altered playing cards, and then I was also, if you saw my video on Wednesday, I did a lot of fabric stamping, and so I made this altered playing card with one of these. So I stamped fabric and then I just glued it on here and inked it up, and now we have a journal card. And then I do have these two pieces that I said in Wednesday's video that I will probably use these like as a pocket. So we're going to play around with that. Have my blue ink dauber. I also have, and I was playing around with this too. So this is seam binding. And if you know what seam binding is, it's just like material, just fabric, but it's folded like this and like this. Anyway, I unfolded it, I ironed it, then I squished it all up, got it wet, put it in a rubber band, and it made this amazing ribbon, like very crunchy, not crunchy, it's not crunchy, it's soft, scrunchy, like ribbon type thing. Anyway, so this is blue, so I'm gonna pull that and see if I want to use it. All right, so these are going to be like page, like edges for that. This is a journal card. This is a pocket. So I want to kind of take stock of what I have, because what I do like to try, what are these? These are journal type cards, or journaling. You can journal in them. Oh, my wire is falling into view. Sorry, I know it hit the camera. I I don't know that I made this on camera. I don't think I made most of this on camera. I have done these techniques before in other videos. But this is just like a little booklet of writing space, right? And then this is just a little closure that I would really prefer for this to go down, not up, like that. So, but that's journaling space. This is journaling space. I have not put this anywhere. This is like a belly band, so I can put something in here if I want to, if I have something small. And it is journaling space. This is journaling, so we can use that. This is also journaling because we can write on the back of any of these things. You can write on the back of that with a gel pen. So another journal card. Now what I will do with this one is it's okay that it's white. This is denim, pearl, and lace. Okay, so let's just be okay. But if I really just kind of go in and give it like a framed out look, so it's not like stark white, it's not like a white square, right? So I'm just gonna kind of frame it out with, this is faded jeans. Hit the corners a little harder, like a little more. And then that, to me, it looks a lot better. It's not just a white square. Looks like we did a little to it. It has some shadowing. And then this obviously is inked around the edges. We can hit those corners a little more if we want to. And that is a journal card. So that is good. This is also a journal card. Now I did back it with some scrapbook paper. It's a little vanilla looking. It's not stark white. And then this one I have not backed, and I probably will back it, so I'll set that to the side. Simple little journal card. I do prefer to go this way mainly because of the butterfly situation, and you can journal on that. A black pen is going to show up perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be plain to be a journaling space. And the same with this, right? So this can be vertical or horizontal. It does look a little bit better horizontal just because of the way the flowers are laying, but you can do whatever makes you happy. Now, these, I will show you. I got a book from one of the treasure hunting places that I went to, and this book, you pull this, is, and I even wrote myself a note to what it was. It is the Collector's Guide to Postcards, but inside is pictures of postcards, and they are so pretty, and I'm like, you know what, those are great little tucks, places to tuck in. Now most of these are black and white, but then there are some colored ones, so I did go in and just cut out some of the ones that had blue. I didn't see that one, or I would have cut that one out, even though at the very bottom it says "To My Valentine," but I don't care. Anyway, so that is in there, but there was a few that had color, and I decided to pull out the blue, and then the rest of these are black and white, but they're still going to make magnificent little tucks. I did back them, so I cut them out, and then I glued them on an index card. So the back has some lines, and then I just took my ink dauber and just ran over it really fast. I did ink these up more vintagey. I'm not using the blue, but I think they look amazing and so cute. Where's that little one? Now this may not work, right? Oh, it does. I don't like that one in there. Let's do this lady. No, let's do the girl. There we go. That looks really good. So this you can pull out, little journal spot. and then you can open it up and have a journal spot as well. So that is perfect. These are little journal. I'm going to keep these separate though, because I feel like these are little tuck-ins to other things that I may have. Okay, that's pocket. This needs to have a backing, and what did I do with that piece of paper? Ah, here it is. This is the perfect paper for a backing. So I'm just going to do that real quick while we're here. I know I said I'm going to decorate the book, and I am, but this is my process, right? So I personally like to, most of the time when I do watch other YouTube videos, it's to see a process. Like, what is their way of thinking? And sometimes it resonates with me, and other times it doesn't. Other times I'm like, oh, that's good for them. That's not going to work for me, because that's not how I think or how I operate. But I always learn something from watching other people's videos, even if it's what I don't want to do or don't like or what have you, right? So, okay, so that is good. Now we're just going to cut this off. Where are my other scissors? Oh well, don't be picky. Just use the scissors you can find. Alright, so we're just going to cut this. These I did a while back, and I did a video on using ink. So first I ran just black scrapbook paper through an embossing folder. And then I took ink and went over the raised part like a blending brush, and that, it looks amazing. So using some of the inks on top of black is just absolutely beautiful. And that is what I did here. Of course, I need to round these corners. And I'm going to decorate it. Like, I'll put a flower or something on it. But I'm going to wait until I see if I need something vertical or horizontal. Although, I'm wondering if, no, those blues do not go well at all. So I think that would look really cute with a little blue butterfly. But again, I don't know if I'm going to need this vertically or horizontally, but I can put this to it. So I know that was something I wanted to try. Okay, these are pockets. I just have a feeling I'm going to have a lot more pockets. These are journal cards. All right, large deco and belly bands. So we are going to see what we have here. I'm going to just pull this out. Set that out of my way. This is a beautiful clip that I made. It was in the advent box. This charm I actually made. I cut out a photo and then I, resin and all of that stuff. There are some of these on the website right now. So if you really like the way this looks, go grab them, because they're like one of a kind, and there's a lot of things I can't replicate because I only had one photo. All right, belly band with a vintage postcard. And I love the way this looks. It's a double belly band. Here is another double belly band. A horizontal belly band, but it's not double. I glued that down. That is another one of those ruffles. I just did it sideways and then put this over the top of it. Love the way that it looks. So that's a belly band. This is a double belly band. This is a belly band, or it can just go on the page. But this is the one that has all the pockets that we can put little cards for writing space, right? So I can do it as a belly band, or I can just glue it on the page and let it be its own decoration. I feel like having it as a belly band would be too much, like putting something behind it, unless I had something really large, but I don't think so. Okay, so these items I'm going to put right here And then I have to scratch my back. Oh, goodness. Like, have you ever had an itch that's so big that you're just like, if I don't scratch it, I'm going to lose my mind? Just me? Okay. Now, these are pockets. Okay. So, I did this pocket, and I said I need something to go here. And look, I think that some of... Okay, I hate this drawer with the passion. Some of the things that I made, right, would go really well right there. So these are the things that I made on Wednesday. So if you didn't watch that video, go check that video out. So I'm looking for something that's going to fit in that space. I could also tear it a little more if I wanted to, but this fits really well, so I think I'm just going to leave that. And that is awesome. I did not have that in mind when I created these, so that worked out really well. Okay, let me scoot you. Oh, I don't want you to be lost. If I don't have things in a place, Lord, I forget I have them. And then I know I'm missing out on some really pretty stuff, you know what I mean? Because I forget what I have. And so I've been trying to have a home for everything. So, but it's way easier said than done. All right. Okay, let me trim that up a bit. I am not going to burn it. I did that on Wednesday's video. Goodness, y'all. On Wednesday's video, because you can like singe the edges, but I'm gonna glue this down so I don't feel like I need to do that, but I want to get this done. So let me get my faithful art glitter glue, and it is really cold here today, so I am filming this on Wednesday night. Because I know the next few days are going to be very busy for me, and I want to get this done, and honestly I'm in the mood to do it, and that is like half the battle for filming. So, but it's like 27 degrees outside, which for us here in South Texas is ridiculous. It's like we already had our week of winter. I don't know why it is back. Like, we're not used to having this kind of cold. Okay, so that is done. Perfect. Pocket. This is another pocket that I did, and all of these are backed. These are pockets, so I don't need to worry about inking or doing anything on that side. What is this? Oh, this is a little pocket. It was actually an extra envelope pocket from the little waterfall thing, and I wanted to use it, so it is a little secret pocket, and we can make it a tuck as well. So pockets and tucks, that's a pocket. I kind of did go crazy on this type of scenario. I'm going to use these as some kind of pocket or tuck or something, so that's why I put them in there. Just taking that off. This is what the die cuts came in for the box. So we had butterflies and flowers. I'm not going to use them today per se, but I want to know what I have, right? Because I can make, this was also in the box that had appliques in it, and it is already created like that. So these I'm going to just set to the side because I'm not going to use them right now. This is a little seed packet or coin envelope, whichever you want to call it. This would be a nice little tuck spot or a pocket. Oh, this is a wraparound pocket. And this is another wraparound pocket. I made these. So on these, what I did is I have an embossing folder that is like 8.5 by 11. So I inked the embossing folder, then put the paper down, and this is what came. Pretty stuff, right? So I just created some stacked pockets, and we're gonna work with that. So these are all complete and basically ready to go. I'm gonna put this back in the pocket section, and now I'm gonna pull out my tags. And so we have this tag. Okay, now I'm hot because I have this sweater on and I need a drink. Ah, so much better. All right, sweater's off. So I have this tag, and we'll have to put like a little something at the top. This actually I think would go well. It's dark and I like it. I did make these little tags, and they do have a little pocket, which these would be great in. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, see, absolutely wonderful. Now, do I want this one to go in here, even though it would be sideways? I do. I like the kitty. I like those blues on there. Okay, so I have two more. We're going to put those in there. So these are ready. This one needs a little something. This is one of my big tags that I absolutely love. And I just took one of the background papers that were in the box, and I just tore around it, inked it up, and put it right in the middle. And then you can write on the back of that. A tag I made, I don't remember when, but it had blue. And then here is a tag. I want to say I made it on a video. It says Cupid's arrow. I think I'm just going to keep that there. I'm not going to stress over what it says. Although it is really bugging me, so I probably am going to change it. But I want to put that little thing in there. Okay, so we need to change that because I don't like it. It's really just going to bug me. And we don't want to be bugged, right? So I am wanting to see. No, none of these are long enough. Oh wait, maybe important might be. Gosh, not quite, right? To go right across that, it's not going to cover, it's not going to do a good job of covering what I need it to cover. That one's not any better. Let's see, this one says airmail. Nope, none of those. So just, you know, if something's gonna bug you, don't leave it there, right? Just don't. Now this one says Snuggles, and it's blue on gold, and that's silver. So that is that silver? Honestly, I can't tell. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna put that there, and we're gonna see if I like it and see if I can find something different, because I have quite a few of these. Blue with gold writing. Oh my gosh, come up already. Now I could go like that, and you know what I say, if you don't have it, create it, right? So how about I just take that one, because the chances of me wanting to use Snuggles on something is slim to none. And let's find a word like breathe, balance, beautiful. Is beautiful gonna fit? Yes, beautiful will fit. So let's try that on the back. Okay. Where is it? Beautiful. So if I do beautiful, it will just fit. Or I could do breathe. I really want to do beautiful. And if I want it, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. God, that's going to be big enough. No. No, it is not. And the problem is if it's not big enough and it hangs off, then it just doesn't look good. So let's get out the longer one. Okay. It'll just work better, and you know, use the proper tools. If you're going to do something and you have the proper tools, do that. Now my question is, should I do it in black or should I do it in like Uncharted Mariner, like that dark deep blue? And I think the dark deep blue is going to look good, so that's what I'm going to do. I feel like black would be harsh, like just the black, right? This has an outline and it's on color. All right. Now I'm going to round the corners and I am going to ink up the edges. So it will look a little more crisp. I don't even think that's the word I'm looking for, but it's going to look like I want it to look. You know what? I don't know that I'm going to get to decorating this. I might a little bit. I think once I go through everything and see what I have, adding it to the pages will be easy, right? But I want to see what I have, because too many times I don't pay attention and I don't plan it well, and I end up not exactly liking the outcome. And I always think if I would have just spent a little more time seeing what I had, I could have placed it better. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just being more mindful, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. And okay, so I'm going to put that right there, and I am going to ink it up with the faded jeans. Just a little bit, right? Just to give it a little bit of edge color, but not overwhelming. And it's, I mean, I created this, I don't remember when. And at the time it looked really good, but putting it in my denim and pearl, I feel like it could be a bit better. So we're going to put that just right there. Okay, we're just going to cover it up. I'm not going to put it in the middle or all the way to the top. It's much larger than the other piece was. I'm just going to put it right on top. And then I have a thought. Y'all are like, oh, good Lord. What is she going to do? Well, you know, hang out and watch, and we will see. It's all about making it what makes you happy. And like, I create this content for other people to enjoy. I don't create it for you per se. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoy it, but this is my time to play and to do and to try new things, but also have a way to share it with others, right? Because I love sharing. I'm a very giving person, and for me, by doing this, I feel like it's giving me time to actually sit down and craft and not just constantly be creating for the website or Patreon or whatever, right? I'm looking for a little. This may be too little. We'll see. Oh, I think that's perfect. So I'm going to use this one. Just right here. And is there another little tiny one? Let's go with this one. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Okay. Put it in my tweezers because my big old fat fingers can't hold these little bitty things. All right. And we're going to just kind of put this one right here. All right. I really like that a lot. Much better than I like the Cupid arrow thing for this particular journal. So put this to the side and boom. Oh, tags. These are tags. What are these? These are journal cards and these are tags. Okay, so, and then I have this left to go into something, but I think this is going to be, yeah, it's going to get lost in there. So that's going to go somewhere and I may not use it this time. All right, now, stay. Okay, I think what I'm going to start with is pockets. Let's start with the pockets. Now, if I come across the page and something resonates within me and I'm like, oh, that is definitely a place for that belly band or whatever, then that's what we'll do. But right now I want to start with the pockets. So, and remember I said these were going to be pockets. I just have to back them on something. So I'm going to leave these right here. And these are journal cards to the side. To the side. All right. I need space for my actual journal. All right. Now, what I like to do is do a signet, like I'm going to do pockets. I'm going to do a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, like spread it out over the 3 signatures. Okay. All right. Now I have, let me go ahead and show you. I did do 2 things because it turned into a fiasco. And, this one didn't turn into a fiasco, but it was just too funny not to put in here. So what I did is I took a the vintage photo. So every one of you got a vintage photo in your box. Now it's different because, well, they're vintage photos, right? I cut her out. I had a lace little frame that I put around her. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then I put her in the middle of the blue doily, which was also in the box. And I remembered this page and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know what that other word says because it's part of an advertisement. Ease the daily grind on your nerves. But I just thought this guy and this girl, and it says on your nerves, it just made me chuckle. So I figured that was a perfect place for her. The other challenge I had was I put this picture, this was from a photo album. Right? So here is the other part of that. So this is like going to be a pocket, which will end up getting decorated, or it can be journal space. I think I'm just going to leave it as journal space. Ooh, you know what? I'm talking, and I have the perfect decoration. Right? I can put this on this edge. It is the perfect size. And I will still have journal space. Now that's a lot of flowers next to flowers. So maybe not that one. Maybe I do this one. Like that. And then I can put that right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like something will pop into my head and I'm like, oh yes, do that. All right, so that's gonna go there. Now back to what I was explaining. There it is. So first and foremost, when I sewed it in, I did not think about, the opening was on this side and it was super close. Like I could not get something in there. So I had to take the plastic off and then glue it back down. I used double-sided tape. And then I put a backing in there and I used a postcard that I just added a tab to for journaling. So this is something I did because I had to reconstruct the whole thing. And I did the same thing on this side, and I just put these on there so you can grab it out of there. So those are the only things I've done in this journal that y'all have not seen. So now you have seen it. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of talking. All right, now, I think I only have 2 wraparound. Really, I wanted to do 3 of each thing. That's a wraparound. That's a wraparound. And I thought I had another one. I do. I wanted to do 3 of each thing. So I have a wraparound for each journal. So let's see. There are 3. And I think this would look amazing with that one. And it's called a wraparound because it's a pocket, right? But I folded it in half and it just wraps around the page and then you just glue it. So we'll put that one there. I'm going to go ahead and just commit. I'm not going to change my mind. Okay. Now, I don't think it's going to go all the way to the edge, but I'm okay with it sticking out. Like, I like things that stick out. It gives it, what's that word? What's the word? Character. Gives it character. So we are just going to glue the bottom and the side. I am not going to glue, I'm not going to glue this part because I just don't want to. You don't have to. And then you run your hand through the glue because, yeah, that's just how we roll here at Steph's Design Space. We make the biggest mess possible. Not really. Sometimes I feel like that though, right? Good gravy. Okay, well, easily fixed. So we have that. And let's see if I can recreate the whole run my hand through the glue thing. You know, they say you can't replicate things when you are journaling or creating or whatever. It's like, yeah, watch me. Okay, so that is a wraparound pocket. Now let's go to the second signature and see what we have. We have this. Okay, let me go to the third because what I don't want to end up having, I could do it on this page. I think that is a nice contrast. Yes, and then this is also a nice contrast. Now, I did not decorate these pockets, and I might later, but honestly, I kind of feel like the texture is decoration enough. I don't think everything has to have, you know, something on it. But then I may change my mind once I'm in here creating and be like, oh, you know what would look good on this page, blah, blah, blah. So one never ever knows. And it's, I guess, doing it from this angle and I'm laying it over. Good thing I still have this baby wipe. All right. And this is going over a dictionary page. It's going to give it some really nice color. So this is a, like the technique, or I don't know what you want to call it, that I like to do is, if I have 3 signatures, then I want something that is in each signature, like the wraparound pocket. I want one of those in each signature. Now the thing that's going to be different is things that are just unique in themselves, like this. Obviously I'm not making one of these for every signature. It would be way too thick, and I'm really trying to minimize the thick items. Uh-oh, that got bent. The thick items that I do put in, because it just makes it more difficult in the long run to actually journal and close and all the things. This is a piece of wallpaper, and I absolutely love using wallpaper in my journals. Now, some wallpaper I have found is just too brittle, but other wallpaper is magnificent. So, I mean, as with anything, it is about quality, you know? Okay. Because not all wallpaper companies were created equal, right? So, just like not all paint companies are created equal, etc., etc. So, some wallpaper is just better and easier to use in our journals than others, but it's all very beautiful. Love vintage wallpaper. Okay. Now we're just going to... And that is not straight, but I am not stressing. Junk journals are not meant to be perfect, because that is too much stress on any person, anybody. You should not put that kind of stress on yourself. They're not meant to be perfect. They're just meant to make you happy and to be beautiful and to add all the things that you want to add in your journals. Okay, so we have the 3 wraparounds. Now let's see, what else do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Now these are different, but to me, they're made of the same material. They have the same look. They are just different shapes. So I'm going to call this 3, and we will put 1 of these pockets in each journal. That already has something, and I really want to use this for journaling space. That is already a lot of blue. No. I don't know. That may tone it down some. I mean, something's going to have to go here, right? Maybe something like that. I'm going to leave that right there. And, or actually, yeah, I like this one. It's a nice contrast. And it kind of brightens it up a bit. So we're leaving that. I'm just going to leave that there. So when you find a place for something, even though I'm not working in belly bands, my brain went there. And so am I. Okay. This can be used right here as a pocket, and it also has like, oh, a little mini pocket. Where's that little thing at? Perfect. See, love these little things. So any pictures you have in books that you can cut out and make little things like this. I'm gonna keep saying thing because, you know, I don't have any other vocabulary to pull from. Now, I'm wondering, I'm actually thinking I might put this here. No, I don't like that there either. I don't like the dog coming out, so we're just going to leave that for the moment. I typically don't do anything in the center, so I'm not going to. This is going to be something minimal because it's, or it could just be kept as a journaling space. Now, I do have, since I put the belly band there, maybe, but we've discovered that I don't like any of those on that page. Here we go. This is a good page for this right here. Okay, I'm gonna make sure, so I'm gonna find a place for these other two before I 100% commit. Okay, that would be nice. Just a little pocket to put something in, although there's a pocket right there. So, and this is a pocket itself. But see, that's good journaling spot. So is that. So I can add a little something to that. But if it's a good journaling spot, I'd rather keep it as a journaling spot. That's not too bad, but I feel like it's just too light. Journaling spot. See, I'm going to have this. And that's a pocket. I mean, does it really matter? Because I'm running out of... Okay, here we go. Because that is that. So I can do this or this. Let's stick with this one right now and see if I can find a good place for this. That's a good journaling spot. Oh, I actually do like that. Although this was going to be a tuck. Because I don't know what else to do with that. Unless it's just going to be a flap. So what I could do... Where is it? Oh, here it is. Don't fall over. I have this piece. But like, how cool would that look? Just right there. And then maybe I can just get a small strip of paper and put down there and make that a journaling space. But I do like that right there, so we're going to leave that there. And then this can be a pocket. Okay, I am satisfied that I have found a place for the pockets. And I don't want to switch something around. Because I may be like, oh no, that other pocket would look great on this particular page. So then I haven't committed and I can switch things around. But... I am happy with the placement thus far. Okay, and then this was some kind of goof up, so it's an easy way to cover up a goof up. And then of course we will have to find stuff to go in these pockets, but that is going to be a different video. I am just going to commit to the things that I have found places for at this very moment. And put those down. And then we will work on this some more. But it really does help me to smear glue. Right? Good gravy. To see everything that I have out. And then also too, I'm like, oh, well, I definitely need more tags or more of this kind of thing. And then I'll do paper later for that. This is going to go right here. And yeah. There we go. And that's a little pocket that way. And I really feel like I have to flip every page now because I've tucked little things in. You're like, oh, that's going to look great there. So I want to make sure I don't miss a treasure. Okay, and then these. So when I make my stacked pockets, I have found that I like putting them together first and then placing them in a journal. Because then I can make sure that it's the way that I want it, right? Now this is gonna hang off a bit, and I'm pretty sure I need to fix that. Let me see. I mean, yeah, let me go ahead and trim that up. That's also going to affect where it's glued down, but I feel like if it's hanging off, I don't like the way that looks per se, because it very much looks unfinished. So I'm gonna trim it up a hair. Make sure that that hair is enough. Well, it's not straight. Okay. So that is much better, and we're gonna go with that. And is the butterfly centered now? No. Do we care? No, that's centered with that. So, oh, and it didn't affect the gluing. Huh, I glued it good then. Okay, but it did affect the inking, so, and I think I used, probably it's very dark, so Uncharted Mariner. I have 3 blues that I'm using: a Faded Jean, Prized Ribbon, and Uncharted Mariner. So if I feel like it needs like a bold pop, I'm using Uncharted Mariner, especially like around the edges. So I'm liking how that looks. Okay, now we can take the glue and sides, bottom, and it's got a nice clump going at the end there. And then this side. And I like the stitching, so I'm trying to like be able to see the stitching somewhere like along the bottom or the side, depending on, you know, whatever. Okay, so that is done, and I know we only have like one more, or no, that was the last pocket. This is the belly band that I said would look really good right here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That looks really good. And then something can go, is this a double? Yeah. So something can go behind those. And then I do want to put this ruffle here, but I feel like this video is going forever, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to stress about that. Like I said, I'm doing this because it gives me time to craft. And share my experiences with you, hang out with you, chit chat with you, give you time to craft. Be like, you know what? I am going to make a point to craft when Steph's Design Space crafts. So there you go. But I feel like this needs some inking, because it just gives it a pop, right? Because it's just a decorative piece. It's not really meant to like journal on, although you could. I mean, if you wanted to, you could journal on anything. That was not my intention when I made it. It was just, honestly, I wanted to learn how to make them, and it was such a challenge. So when I finally figured it out, I was so excited. I was just like folding all the papers. But I will do a video because, like I said, for some people, it may just be, oh, that's no big deal. You just fold the paper, blah, blah, blah. For me, my brain was like, oh, it's a big deal. Yeah. You are not smart enough to do this. You're going to struggle. So for anybody else out there who struggles making these, I will do a video on how I did it. It may or may not help you, but I can try. And then this little piece. Okay, now that is done. And see, it just automatically just makes it like just pop a little more. I need to stamp something right here. Just one little thing because it's big and it's bland. So let's get, what? I really just need something small. What would fit there? Let's go ahead. And these are perfect, I think, for that. And once I glue that down, I think I will be done for the night. Let's do, well, it's already on blue. Let's go ahead and I inked it with prized ribbon. So let's make it a tad darker and use Uncharted Mariner. There we go. See, a little pop, right? Oh, see, I like that a lot. Okay, now if I don't put this back right now, it's gonna get lost on my desk forever, and then I'll be very upset because I really like using these stamps. This is Bow Bunny, and I got these at Hobby Lobby. And they are perfect little stamps to decorate little places. Okay. Now, it may not go all the way to the bottom, and that's okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to kind of center it with the top of where it says memo, that little top there. And like right there. And then you can still journal here, but this kind of just gives you something pretty to look at. Since this is so ornery, I feel like I want to use Glinda. Let me get her good and hot. Okay, I'm just going to get this started. So I'm going to put this where I want it, and then I can kind of dictate where the rest of it goes. Yes. And we're going to do that. Perfect. And that. There we go. And it's a little ruffle, right? I think that looks amazing. It just gives it the decoration that it needs, a little pizzazz that it needs. So I like it a lot. I'll probably end up having to do something on this side as well, but maybe like a simple piece of lace. Kind of matching that so when it's open. But that is all she wrote for today's video. I will be doing other stuff, but I will be adding to the journal on video with y'all. Next time I won't be pulling everything out on the video. I wanted y'all to see the stuff that I had worked on and created. So the next video, it's already going to be out, and we are just going to have fun adding stuff to this beautiful denim, pearl, and lace journal. So without further ado, don't forget to do all the things, follow me in all the places, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye!